where I had to add some kale to this recipe tonight because it's so decadent that I felt I mean, there's no, hey, Susan, there's no need. Hi, Liz. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Heidi. Liz, how are you? Oh, we can't wait to hear all about your trip. Hi, Heather. Um, there's no need actually to, hi, Michelle, to add kale when you want something decadent, but I am me. Heather, I received your message. Yes, I heard of plasma. I wanted to email you back, but also I need to email you about our common issue that we don't talk about here. Hi, Anne. Welcome back, Liz. We miss you so much. So much. Jonathan, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Um, wasn't that magical, Cindy? Hi, Kathleen. How are you, Jonathan? Teresa, how are you doing? Okay, so I am in that time of my month and my cycle. I need carbs. Hi, Kristen. Hi, guys. I just want to say hello. I'm recovering from the removal today. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Cynthia. I received your message, Cynthia. I owe you text. Hi, Price. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, I'm craving carbs. We're making a super decadent pasta tonight with bechamel sauce, of all things.
Thank you.
Yes. So, and you know what? We put in kale, so it all balances up. So what are we doing here? Well, we're doing a bechamel sauce, but the first thing I want to do, so we're going to make like a oven baked pasta with bechamel sauce, cheese, tomato sauce, and kale. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to add some kale, and then we're going to work on the fun bechamel sauce. So, Jonathan, I'm so sorry. I've been, and if I messaged you, but we've been thinking of you. I did not think that you were
I'm not so happy with it.
still in a lot of pain. Now, hi, Joe. It was magical. I mean, I didn't go there because I had a memorial. I had a celebration of life of one of my best friend's mom, so I wasn't there. By the way, I don't know, they gifted Ben so much stuff when he played. Very thankful. And so I never tried this oil. Do you like it, Michelle? Okay. Last night I tried, it's close anyway. I tried finishing oil. So I'm curious to try this one. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take you here with me because you don't see a thing. You thought it was good? Okay. You're getting in Italy? That's amazing, Jonathan. Hi, Beth. Hi, Patricia. No, are you kidding me? Don't apologize to get excited for Italy. I would be excited. I mean, I find mine too far away. I was just thinking today, I went to get some produce and I thought about buying bread. And then I said, no, you know what? I'm going to go to Italy this week. But then I have to drive to Century City. So are you kidding me? It's such a treat. Yeah, I know, Susan. Hi, Lou. Papers filed, but project is not confirmed yet, says Liz. So how much kale? I don't know, a little. It's just to put some green and offset the bechamel sauce and all that. I'm gonna then cut this kale a little bit more. I want to start sauteing it, and then this was a bunch. I'm thinking about sauteing the whole thing, and then I'm gonna remove what I want to keep for myself. I want this dish to be decadent, so I don't want to be the party pooper with so much kale. Okay, so a little bit of kale, yes, but this is not a kale dish. This is a bechamel sauce cheese dish, and I kind of got in the mood Susan after we decided on what to do during class. One thing I kind of adapted that idea that you sent me. Um, oh, they're rescheduling the surgery, Michelle. I'm sorry. That must be frustrating. I know, Barbara, it freezes sometimes. So what I'm doing here, the menopause. Wait a sec. I need to read the menopause thing. Did you read my things I'm liking about enjoying? Uh, the reason why I'm grading a carrot here is not to be even more of a party trooper when it comes to vegetable sauce, but because it didn't fit in the jar. I just saw carrots today. It didn't fit in the jar, and I thought it's gonna disappear in the tomato sauce. So it's also gonna give some sweetness. Some people say that it does the same. It does this in. It has the same effect as bicarbonate of soda. How British of me to say it that way. We're gonna have less noise here, I promise. I'm just wanting the kale. I'll get to you. I'll show you this in a second. January 30th, says Michelle. Okay. Ouch. No, not ouch. I didn't hurt myself. I say ouch whenever something goes wrong. Okay. Oh, it's okay too. Oh, Joy's leading. My job. You need 12. Okay. So just kale and the carrot, okay? And olive oil. I'm gonna remove some of this soon. Okay, Joe. We'll see you next week. Thank you for popping in. Um, how was your weekend? We had a super long weekend because Kathy didn't have school. Um, we had a steroid injection in his neck last Monday for nerve loss pain, and surgeon wasn't comfortable with surgery after and wants to wait. I understand. My a friend, the dad of a dear friend of mine had something similar, and they didn't feel comfortable proceeding with the surgery, so he had to wait. Um, he had to wait less, but that was just his case, and it was different surgery. This was, I think it was his. Actually, you know what? It was his neck. I need to ask my friend Allison. A little bit of salt, and I like for me this kale, just lightly wilted, salt, olive oil, and that's it. And since this is going to be my lunch tomorrow, with some protein, I guess I'm gonna just wilt it a little bit longer, and then remove part of it. And then we're going to focus on the pasta. Car was in for 900 repair, and I made enough polished food orders to cover the cost. And now I'm looking for my orders this week. Wow, Cindy, that's amazing. So you cook? Are you a Tell me, Cindy, what do you do? What kind of do you have a business of polished cooking? That's amazing. Um, Tell us more. And can you remind me where you are? You told me because you've been here for so long. So I know, and I'm sorry, but remind me where you are. I know that it's snowing like crazy somewhere. Is that true? Where? Someone had a big snowstorm. Is that Lou?
You just said the F word. He just said the F word again. You just said the F word again.
No, Kathy, it's funky.
You just said the F word.
I say the F word way too often. We had light flurries today. Oh, so beautiful in Nashville. Really. I've been thinking about loads of tea to get over this flu. Not missing Patty in 2 days. Can't wait. So excited for you, Susan. I'm going, Ben and I are going on Saturday. If you have read the things I'm liking that I just posted, one of the things I've been liking is her new book. I cannot put it down. I did not know so much about her. It's beautiful. Like last night I had a headache and I cannot put the book down. It was like living with her in her childhood, moving. from project to project. And there's a heartbreaking story where they are moving. And also, she was so sick for a year. Like, she had all the possible illnesses. So sad. Mm, so sad. But she's also, what a woman. I mean, not that I didn't know that, but I didn't know about all her being sick with scarlet fever and so much. Okay, so here's the kale. So this is how much kale for our tomato sauce. Now, um, Northern Vermont. Hi, Erin. Hi, Ann. Oh, Ann, you were there. Sorry, I just seen the message. Michelle, sounds like your husband surgeon is taking thoughtful approach. Yes, it is. We had home tour this weekend. All preserved homes. I volunteer in a cool modern house built in 1968. That beautiful. Liz, I wish we lived in the same place, because same city, because we would really be friends. I so love all that you do. Senior just okay. I'm gonna put the sauce in. Senior just making extra money cooking pirated cabbage rolls, and oh, that's amazing. Cindy, that is really cool. There's just a jar for tomato salt. This is fresh tomatoes. I'm just gonna add some water. Um, I'm gonna finish reading Cindy. Oop. Oh wait, I missed. I don't know how. Alice also digging the new Brandy Carlile album. So you read it, Erin. Thank you for reading. Yes, isn't that amazing? You really hit a note. Bryce, I'll be in your area next week, says Barbara. Send photos if you guys meet. Multitasking here. What are they? Are about to play. Oh gosh, are they rabbits? No. Lots of regular customers. They love my food. Oh, Cindy, that's so cool. That is so cool. Where'd you live? Cindy, which Brandy song, Michelle, did you see her sing Back All Sun? Yeah, that was amazing, Susan. No, I mean, like the whole album is, and her poetry is just beautiful. Uh, I think it was Stories. Okay, so now the sauce is cooking, right? So what we're doing here, we're just going to work on turning the oven on. So the oven is just going to be basically to broil this. No, like the album is it's called Returning to Myself. Beautiful. Okay, so let's make some bechamel sauce. I'm just making a very small batch here. Um, so and also I don't wanna I crave this dish so much tonight that I am on a weeknight willing to use all these pans and pots. Um, so 250 ml of milk. And but I'm not willing to wash an extra one. So what I'm going to do, what did I say? 250. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to heat up the milk in the microwave. Do not judge. Hi, Eileen. She just came out with a new album. Yes, yeah. Unbelievable. And then there are these snippets of poetry in between songs. My baby granddaughter, 7-month old, ate my meat pierogi today for the first time. She loved them with sour cream. Oh, got her protein. I'm still at work, says Eileen. I hope to leave soon. Oh, wait, what is it? So I can listen on my way home. I'm exhausted. My back is killing me. Thank you for tuning in, Eileen. I was also listening to Avid Brothers, Avid Brothers. Really enjoy them, Eileen. Hi, Teresa. Wow, how cool. Cindy. Okay. I don't know why the comments are hard to read. Speaking of multitasking. Yes, Michelle. So I'm just heating up the milk in the microwave. If you have the time, don't do it. So what do? We are going to add some butter to the little pot. some butter. Hi, Amy. I want like 15 grams of butter. More. Perfect. 15. Look at this. No line. So, butter. I'm going to melt the butter, add a little bit of the flour. We're just going to basically add 1 tablespoon of flour to like a tablespoon of butter, let's say. While the milk is heating up. You don't want it to boil.
What do you think?
What, baby girl?
What do you think we're reading?
What are you reading tonight?
Your diaries.
Okay, this is warm. Oh, shoot. Oops. I should lower this because I'm in a little mess. I think I need to go back to the stand. I just didn't like the. Can I tell you the truth? Can I tell you the truth? I didn't like myself in the stand. Almost when I use the stand, like the ring light for the.
Diarrhea.
I am so vain, you guys, but I'm also so honest that I think you could see better. You could see better because it was higher, but I'm vain. You love those. Yeah, you know, these lamps, Susan, are original from 1929. I'm so vain that I like the way I look better here. So I'm sacrificing so long for a cooking show. I'm sacrificing what you guys see to feel better about myself.
Yes, it was.
I'm just
Nice.
I'm gonna show you though, guys. Oops. I'm gonna show you what I do. Okay. So the butter is brain for the wait. Highly recommend the menopause brain for those of you before and in perimenopause. It was published too late to be helpful to me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Erin. Definitely will do it. So what I'm gonna do now. So this is the butter. Look at this. Hi, Linda. So this is the butter is melting, right? Now I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of flour, and then we can always add some more. But and we're gonna do this, right?
Why didn't you make it more?
Good job. Did you do some subtractions?
No, I need to do that tomorrow.
Huh? So obviously, because this is little, there's really not much. So what we do here, we're just gonna cook the roux and cook the roux. So the flour and the flour and the butter. Maybe I could add a little bit more flour also. And now we're gonna slowly. I just want to let it cook, toast a little bit, and then we're gonna slowly add the milk. I made this with the oat milk. Comes out just fine. I'm using a lactose-free whole milk, but you can use any kind of milk. Obviously, you know, the richer the milk, the richer the bechamel sauce. But I remember making it for the cooking for the book for the cookbook with oat, just fine. So it's important to let it toast a little because you're cooking the flour and it just improves the flavor. How do you know when the flour and butter is done? That's a good question. Usually it's like I do it for like 3 to 4 minutes. You don't really. You just want to keep. You probably start smelling a little bit of more of a toasted, cooked kind of thing. It's not the end of the week. You know, I'm starting to smell butter browning, and you don't really see the browning itself. But for a small quantity like this, I would do 2, 3, 4 minutes. We're done now. So now, before I need to make sure not to, it becomes a little bit more brownish. It's really hard when it's this little, to tell you the truth. So now I'm going to slowly add the milk, very slowly, and then we're going to bring to a boil slowly because I cannot show you now. Slowly because you don't want it to curdle, and also that's why the milk should be warm. Ben, they say hi to you. And oops, I already messed up the stove. And you know what? For this recipe, if there is a clump or two, I kind of don't care. Mister looks happy. It stops smelling like flour. That is also true. And you kind of have this smell of toasted butter, of like brown butter. Heather, we're going to make bechamel sauce in class on next Wednesday, so you will practice it, and when you learn how to make it, it's just so easy, and I think it really adds so much to enrich dishes. Oh, here we are. So I love how it can. So hard to do everything here. I just want to stir a little bit the tomato sauce. I haven't salted it yet. It's also hard to make it in small quantities like these, but I don't want to waste it. And you want to use a whisk because it really helps break the clumps, if at all. And so this is just going to be to give me that beautiful thickness and creaminess to this dish. Bryce, you went through a period when you put bechamel on everything. I would still put bechamel on everything. In a little bit, we're going to add the salt and the nutmeg. You know, Susan, when I read the recipe with the kabocha, I thought that she would put the miso in the bechamel sauce. That would be interesting. A miso bechamel sauce. I wouldn't mind trying. Oh, this is burning a little bit. I'm going to turn this off for a second until my bechamel is done. Otherwise, I'm not going to be, I need to focus on one thing. Now, obviously, this is not necessary for a kale, tomato, cheesy pasta, but I think that's what kind of makes it a little decadent. Okay. And then if you have some extra, you can just add dollops of it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mix it with the tomato sauce. You add dollops of it on, to the sauce. Or, I love to, if you have broccoli, you can just steam the broccoli and then add olive oil, Parmesan cheese, bechamel sauce, and then you put them in the oven. With broccoli, with fennel, actually there is a recipe with fennel in the book, with cauliflower. So what you do here, you keep doing this until it thickens to the desired state. Is getting there. I don't want it too thick. It also depends what you want to do. If this is for cannelloni or lasagna, you want a little bit more liquid. Liz, will you be in class on Wednesday? Okay, no, I'm going to turn it off because it keeps, I thought the miso sounded great in the recipe. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. So now I'm going to add my nutmeg. Remember that it keeps, just a touch of nutmeg, by the way. We're going to taste it. I wanted to really go slow and add it, okay? Add it slowly and then we taste it. And I wanted to like what you taste. Hey, Seth. So, what was I saying? They said that you look happy. Babe?
Oh.
They say that you look happy. He's right.
Oh, I am.
He wasn't last night because we had a fight. I talked about it in the podcast. I'm like, nobody wants this. I talk about everything on the podcast.
One thing I know who wants this.
Yes, what's up?
Fight.
Oh, I thought there was something since you told us. Okay, so see, I tasted it. It was too sweet. Mm. Now, bechamel has to be on the sweet side. This is going to add that creamy sweetness to it. Just a tiny bit more salt, just a tiny bit more nutmeg. And also the nutmeg must be just a touch. To me, bechamel sauce, I'll show you now, by the way, is like, is the savory version of pastry cream. I would just eat it. No, that got you probably some kind of motion sickness. I'll get this then next time. I'll get over my vanity. Rest up, Jonathan. We love you. Mm, perfect. Okay. Now, it's going to set it aside. It may get a little bit tougher. Now, what do we do here? Turning this on again for a second. And I want to just add some salt because I've not salted it yet. And then my water is getting ready to boil. Not true. So this is gonna be pretty easy, right? You make you do all these sausages. You can, by the way, you can just buy tomato sauce. You don't have to make it. I like to cook it a little bit. You don't have to add the kale. Okay. If you're not a party pooper like me, then need some green on the plate too. Huh? Yeah, this was a decadence party and I am pooping it with kale. So pretty easy. And then what you do is that you boil your favorite pasta. I'm going to show you which pasta I use. Just covering, otherwise never going to boil. I chose this pasta. I got this brand in Italy. I'm hoping tariffs are not going to ruin my Italian shopping because I'm afraid they will. I already read something about pasta today. So I like short pasta in this case, and also Mister can kind of only eat short pasta. So we're doing short pasta. Then we're gonna boil the pasta. I am in the same, always some green. For me, it's not bechamel without nutmeg, says Susan. Yes. Love some fresh nutmeg and bechamel. Yes. Also, if you have the nut, that would be great. It's testing for salt. It is perfect. I'm not gonna add any sugar. Price says I freaked the grandson out yesterday with nutmeg and mini grater. Why? Why, Price? I want to make this tomato sauce pretty acidic. Also, I need to move it because otherwise this water is never going to boil. Because of the creaminess and the sweetness of the bechamel sauce. Okay. It's in his head. All spices are just powder in a jar. Wow. I had to get some grocery today, and the prices in the meat department were unreal. They are unreal. They're unreal. What cheese are we using, you ask? Nobody asked. Some Parmigiano. And this is a leftover of something that Bougie Me bought at Air One. And it was called Gruyere, but it's not Gruyere. It's great cheese, but it's not Gruyere. Prices are jumping, but the cough syrup I bought was $12, used to be $9. You know what I remember? There was this ice cream that we love in this house at this Pomoni. They can only find it at Gelson's. We can only find it at Gelson's. And it used to be $5. It's $12 right now, which I refuse to pay for unhealthy ice cream. You paid £7.50 for a pound of ground beef, says Prive last week. I know. And I don't know where you are, but in LA, it's insane. Gruyere is not Gruyere unless it comes from this Switzerland. Absolutely. But also, it has not like, I mean, Air One has the real deal cheese, but it was not Gruyere. I mean, it was good, but it was very safe, like very strong flavor. Again, I love it, but not Gruyere. I think it was probably an error in labeling it. Um, yeah, but also I remember. Do you remember where Talenti? And again, mind you, I live in LA where things are already expensive. I remember the Talenti brand of gelato used to be the cheapest one, like a four something a tub, and now it's like $9. Mister better stop eating ice cream. No, it's insane. Like I have these memories of certain items that were a certain price and they're not. So it's all ready to be. You know what we're doing? Is forge the berries, freeze them, and cook as needed. Yeah, I mean, the berries are always insane. Lately, I buy the frozen berries and then I put them in smoothies in the morning with some Greek yogurt, counting the protein. If you've read the things I'm liking, you know. Yeah, right. Talent has been, and I don't think it's worth it. Um, when it comes to that, price for price, I'll get Ben and Jerry, but I don't really eat a lot of gelato anymore. Ben likes Van Leeuwen. Sometimes there are good prices with Van Leeuwen. It has good deals. I will always have my Ben and Jerry no matter what it costs. It's my favorite. You know what is my favorite Ben and Jerry? I love their pistachio. And I know it's not even the best pistachio. I love pistachio. I love the Cherry Garcia. I love most Ben and Jerry's, but yeah, there's a Van Leeuwen ice cream shop. Yeah, it's also no, actually, though when I buy it at the grocery store, like lately, I've been finding it for like $5.99. The Van Leeuwen Talenti salted caramel, so good. Yes, Ben used to like that. Van Leeuwen Earl Grey, my favorite. Um, Fish food, yes. The lavender one that comes out of where is it? Is it a um? Oh, really? Liz. Wait, Michelle, is that Van Leeuwen lavender? There's also a Van Leeuwen store in Studio City, so I often go there. No, but Liz, I think that you know what it is that when you buy a simple flavor like vanilla, chocolate, pistachio, the ingredients are clean. It's when you start having all those crazy dough mix like red velvet and all that stuff that they add ingredients, because if you look at most ice creams, when it comes to like basic flavors, salt in the water, basic flavors are fairly healthy. Seth, it is. And you know what? I have an ice cream machine. Ask me how many times I've used it. You already know the answer. I'm measuring the pasta. Oh, waiting the pasta. Baby, are you here? You're reading. Oh, you are the best daughter. She's there reading in a little corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Iogen is asking is very good. We have a Jenny's in the neighborhood and I love it. Catherine loves it. Even though Catherine is not a huge fan of ice cream. Use my ice cream attachment every week, says Teresa. Ooh. Now, I'll tell you something about, I shared this before. I'll share this again. When it comes to weighing the pasta, how much is a portion? Yeah. Depends what you make your pasta with. Like if your meal is a plate of pasta with tomato sauce, I go for 100 grams a person. If you're having ragu, for example, I would go with 80 or 90. So maybe 80 because you have a lot of meat. If you're going with something like this, that it's we have the bechamel sauce and the cheese, I would generally do a 75, 80 per person. And these are dinner, so I'm gonna do 80. And then I go an extra. I go to 300, and that is gonna be Catherine's lunch tomorrow in her lunchbox. Heather, that's the tour guide shared. My son's school is next to the factory in Vermont. Erin, that's great. Should do that this year. I love the sound of that Erin. Love cinnamon. No, quell me French lavender. Oh, I want to know more, Michelle. So now we're going to cook our pasta al dente. As the pasta cooks, we're going to keep some of the water to create even more creaminess. Jerry Garcia stood Ben and Jerry, really? Now I'm creating the pistachio, Ben and Jerry pistachio. Why am I doing this with my hands? Green tea matcha. I might have to make, oh wait. I might have to make cinnamon ice cream for Thanksgiving. Oh, that sounds delicious. Yes, Seth. I wish I could send you some. Oh, I know, Michelle. If anyone else makes ice cream, try making lapsang, sushanti, and then more of chocolate ice cream. So amazing. Oh, I bet, Teresa. Our local organic farm makes saffron ice cream. I love to sprinkle it with cardamom. You know, Susan, there is ice cream maker here, Mashti Malone, and they are half Irish and half Persian, and they make these amazing flavors. They have saffron pistachio, they have rosewater and chunks. They have lavender, they have Persian cucumber. It's the Persian cucumber is unbelievable. They have ginger rosewater with chunks. Now, what is that yours? How bougie of you! Can we DoorDash some? But
I have to give it a shower. I go down and buy it.
Turkish coffee, yes. Oh, love that. Yeah, I mean, that place is amazing. And now they open. So there's one on La Brea and Sunset. There is one in Los Feliz on Griffith Park Boulevard, just saying. And there's one in Westwood. I've never been to the one in Los Feliz.
I'll go.
And you know, when you are, it's kind of in a street mall that you would not give a cent to next to a liquor store. Catherine, did Papa go to get mashed Malone? I love and the saffron. They made a vegan version of the saffron pistachio, and it's delicious. But I used to love when Ben and I used to date. I would love to get a scoop of lavender with a scoop of Persian cucumber together. The two of them together. Ooh, the flavors. I love mashed Malone on La Brea. Yes. The flavors and the aroma are out of this world. A friend of mine is half French, half Persian, says Anne. Oh, I bet, Anne, of course. Read more into the details of Jerry Garcia and Cherry Garcia. Eileen said that Jerry Garcia sued Ben and Jerry for the Cherry Garcia ice cream.
Probably.
Wouldn't you like a Ben Tench flavor?
Well, the Grateful Dead, I mean, they made so much money by eating Jerry's wing. So
No, but tell me, would you like to have a Ben Tench flavor?
that's not a good
Vanilla. No, it's not a great name. Ben loves the honeycomb from Val Lewin. We were talking about how spumoni went from, which is a very like chemical, fantastic but chemical, went from being like $5 to now it's $12, which is insane. You know,
it's made in Italy, so it's not.
no, I said there's not. It's just good. It's just good, but it's not. I buy a Ben ice cream, says Price. Kathy, would you buy an ice cream with your papa's name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it, Ben.
You're making me really hungry, so I'm going back to the wall.
There's no ice cream, right? We're trying to do a, no, he,
Not being not.
Mr. You know what? I'll tell you something I'll tell you something funny about Mr.
Trying to eat less.
Mr. started having ice cream in big doses when he was out of surgery because it was one of the only things that he could eat and then never stopped. And I keep telling him it's not good for him, for his health. Yes, my hubby is a huge Jerry Garcia fan. He can call it Ben and Jerry's, then get sued. Yes, okay. Then what do we have? Countdown to ice cream run. It's funny, I had ice cream right before I realized I was missing this. Yes, my hubby is a huge Jerry Garcia fan, Liz. I was born on Jerry Garcia's birthday.
He's gonna sue you.
Now, I'll show you this. When the pasta, okay, so the pasta is kind of halfway through now, right? You are halfway through. We when it's kind of halfway through, and so there is just some gluten released in the water, we're gonna grab a ladle. Some words are so hard, you guys. Today, Alice and I recorded an episode of nuances, the nuances of life. It's so hard. Nuances of life. Cool episodes. So we get a ladle of gluten-filled water, and we're gonna pour it in here. Maybe 2. Okay, don't worry. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
The pasta one is what makes things different.
Then we're gonna mix it. Then we do it. One of my favorite things when we have pasta. I haven't had pasta in a very long time. One of my favorite things is to taste it, even if I know it's raw, because I like it. I like half raw pasta. I always have. I love the way you say ladle. Don't change it. Thank you, Liz. Actually, I'll show you something. This, you see a little bit of white rim in here. We're almost done. I like it al dente. This is gonna cook more in the oven. It's hot. Now, I want to share something with you. So, because Mr. played that amazing show, they usually gift people a bunch of stuff. Very grateful. You know what? I just tried an amazing soap and butter. They gifted him. They're for me.
Gay.
Huh?
Gay. Not good.
Gay. Gifted. It's not why you don't like that? Use gifted. They gave Ben a giant bag with goodies, okay? Spoiled, yes. Grateful, yes. That and step oil that I never tried before. Anyway, one of the things that there is to try is an amazing. I'm sorry for all the vegan people, but I was given that, so I'm not going to throw it away. Is a beef tallow soap. It's amazing, and whipped beef tallow butter to slather no all over your body. Fantastic. And we tried these potato chips fried in beef tallow, and I didn't like them. They tasted like, I mean, the flavor was amazing, but they tasted like roasted potatoes, which is not what I go for in a crisp. Teresa says I use tallow and honey moisturizer also. I never tried it before. And, it's a fad these days. But it's actually not. Did you try that soap, babe? Oh, you shower at the gym?
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Now, when you make a baked pasta like this, we're about to actually compose the dish, which I'm very happy. It's okay if you let it cook a little bit longer, because it's all about the creaminess and the luxuriousness of it. Now, oops, here we are. I know that I'm getting a motion sickness every time that so. I have super dry skin, and the tallow really gets in there and does its moisture thing. I mean, I would have never bought it. I also just buy, my skin is really a weirdo. So I only buy the products that my facialist makes bougie, and yes, I know. But anyways, point is that, yeah, I tried and I liked it. but not the potato chips or the tortilla chips. Okay, I am getting all the pasta out. And so now I'll show you. Now, I don't want to wash an extra dish, or slash Ben washes the dishes usually at night after I take Catherine upstairs for bed. So if you can make this and then put everything in a baking dish. It's hot, you guys. In a baking dish and then bake it, right? I'm gonna use this pan that I'm using to saute, that I use to saute the kale, to just reduce the amount of things that I'm using. Now, can you personalize this? Yes, of course. You can use the veggies that you want. You can add mushrooms if you want. Mushroom with tomato sauce, fantastic. You can use spinach. You can use, I wouldn't use anything bitter. Oh my God, my arm hurts. So you guys be patient 1 second. I'm going to show you more. Oops, that was fun. Look at what vanity does. Look at what vanity does. What is tallow is beef fat. And so this is a woman that makes it 100% grass fed on her farm. I don't know. I had no idea who this brand was or this person was, because she just was part of the swag. Very generous swag, I have to say, right?
Yeah.
It's not always great, but actually most of the times it's great.
When you take a picture with every product so that they can, say, look, he loves it.
Okay, now, so here's the pasta. So as I was saying, see, now it would be great to have the higher stand and not the vanity one.
You already did it?
No, it's okay. So now we just mix it. So if you are serving it in a dish, in a baking dish, probably would be more pretty. I don't know if it would be prettier, actually. It's fine. Whatever. Use what you want, because you need to just, it's a school night. It's a weeknight. Let's be kind with ourselves and just be grateful that we're making a home cooked meal, right? So here we have tomato sauce, kale. Now, that's what we do. I'll show you how easy it is, right? We're gonna add the cheese. You can add the cheese in whichever way you prefer. I am going to, the Parmigiano I'm going to grate, but this one I'm just going to cut in small, just going to cut in small pieces and chop it in. You can use as much or as little as you want. Depends how cheesy and creamy you want this, okay? You can ask. You did finish the book?
Can I watch something?
Yes, you can watch something for a little bit and then you take a shower, okay? I love that you love to read, love of my life. Absolutely, Beth. So use whatever, make this in whichever way you want, okay? It's a fairly inexpensive dish, but delicious. You can use the pasta that you want, the tomato sauce tomato sauce that you want. Now I'll mix it in. Then you can add bacon, sausage, whatever. I wanted to keep it vegetarian. So probably even more cheese. This is not a lot of cheese, but let's see what this. Isn't tomorrow a holiday? Dana, finally her school. No, yes, it is, but not for us, because they just had so many days off. Tomorrow is the Veterans Day, but last week they've been having so many days off that it's embarrassing. So now tomorrow they're going to school. Thank God. Okay, the cheese. Now let's grate the Parmigiano. Let's grate the Parmigiano cheese. And then, actually, you know what? No, let's add the bechamel sauce first, and then we do the cheese. Now, how do we add the bechamel sauce? You may ask, maybe ask. I don't know. I like to just dollop it like this. And then just spread it around a little bit. I don't know, you guys. It's a Monday. I think, good night, Eileen. We love you. It's a Monday. I think that on a Monday, you got to do whatever you want. Okay. I'm evidently unable to. Oh, sorry. So it's a Monday. I just said that I wasn't mixing it, but I'm kind of am. And you know what? What the heck? It's a Monday. It's a Monday. I'm hungry. So I'm going to use it all. This is going to be a fantastic dish. Bye, Price. Love you. There's more bechamel sauce than else. No. Parmigiano, last thing you do. Okay. Oh, wait. What's the issue, Anne? Is the connection? Guys, we have to have a conversation about this, though. Oh, just it is delicious. Parmesan cheese. And then we just put it in the oven for the cheese to melt. I can't keep up with the feed. Is that because you guys are talking a lot, which I love? If that's the issue, I'm happy with the issue. If the issue is the connection, we have to have a discussion, you guys. I'm such a liar. I'm going to go to the very end of this bechamel. And then I'm going to leak whatever is left. That's who we are tonight. Okay, so I'll show you what this is going to be like, okay? I would bathe in that bechamel sauce. Mary Spaniards. I'll show you. I'll kiss you goodnight. And then I promise I'll take a video. So this is what this looks like when it's this is what it looks like when it's free oven. Also, you can really personalize the cheese. You can put gorgonzola cheese if you want. I'm gonna say on that. You can put brie.
You can monogram your cheese.
You can put brie. You can so here it goes in the oven. Ideally you want to broil it. And so put it up higher. You feel so sad, Liz, that you're not going to eat it tonight. I think it's really going to comfort me tonight, this dish. I needed that comfort. Even before baking, yes. I think that what happens with the baking is because the cheese melts and you have the Parmigiano is going to make a little crust. Ben, you're on fire tonight, they're saying. You guys, look at his style. Brand new jeans, brand new shirt. Now he's all showing off just because he played with Elton John. He's like, look at me, look at me. I love you guys. Have a beautiful Monday. Classy, yes. Have a beautiful week. No, Monday. Monday's gone. Have a beautiful week. I'm going to show you what sexy beast. Woohoo! I'll eat some salad and take a hot bath. Or my treat. It's beautiful in here, and you said so hot in here. So wait a second, you guys. Have a beautiful week. A new episode of the podcast came out today. It's on the second part of the Proust questionnaire. And next week, we're going to have 15 questions asked by an almost 8-year-old. So Catherine has asked 15 questions, and that's our episode. But today, the new episode came out. So enjoy that. Next week, class, the 19th of November, we're going to make something very decadent, similar to this, Liz. It's going to be fun, and we're going to use pasta. And so sign up or message me if you don't know how to do it. And then enjoy the read for the new things I'm liking that I just posted today. I'm so glad I did this. I love you guys so much. I love doing this. It really gets me out of my head, out of my laziness, out of my thank you. Okay. I really love you. I really appreciate it. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Michelle, I hope your husband feels better. Susan, I hope you get to see Patti Smith. You will. I'm just reading the message. Love you guys. Have a great dinner and week. Love you, Lou. Welcome back to Liz. And bye, guys.